Welcome back, everybody, to week 4 of the XLNC Mid-League matchup. This is game 3 of Unlucky Esports Axolotl versus the powerful Unkillable Poros. I am your colorcaster, Pwnstar. Should be here with my play-by-play Shinkari here, and we're getting straight into the bands. UEX, Lysandra, Camille, the same bands. Olaf and Victor coming out from PUP as well. We're going to see the same bands, and I understand why, because nothing was wrong with the drafts from game 2.
Yeah, and I think UEX, like, I think most of the time, since they're looking to first pick this Thresh, like, the vast majority of the time, they just don't want to see a Morgana. I just think Morgana is, like, the biggest stifle to any sort of engaged support ever, and it's just so frustrating to play against for, like, melee champions and Thresh as well. It's like, yeah, there it is. It's the first pick Thresh again. You know, if you're going to prioritize Thresh, make sure you got that Morgana banned away. I mean, you know, you could also argue Janna, but I haven't seen anyone play Janna in like a million years.
Or a million. Yeah, pretty much. A million. Effectively, a million league years. Yeah, a
3
champion.
4 seasons, a million years.
Yeah, pretty much. As PUP is gonna lock in the Ashe. I'm expecting Ashe Lulu again here, right? Yeah. I mean, it's their comforts. It's what they want to play. I don't think it was bad in that bot lane matchup. I think they did fine. It was just a severe lack of damage, right? It was Voodoo Llama versus the world, in my opinion.
Yeah, and Lulu is the preferred pick for Camcom here. We're getting into ooh, wait a minute. Nami being hovered and locked in. Okay, so this is interesting right here. Nami, very, very strong pick, has been buffed recently, and I think it is a very actual monumental change because Nami's W mana costs early have been reduced. So you don't hit 100 mana cost until you hit rank 4 of the W, which is absolutely huge. Like getting that mana cost reduction, I remember reading that in the patch notes, and I might have cried like a little bit. Like, I was like, oh God, thank you.
Yeah. It just allows Nami to bully these, you know, melee or engage into enchanter matchups that where enchanters should have the upper hand, but it feels like a lot of these melee or heavy engaged supports kind of just, you take bone plating, take second wind, whatever they want, and they kind of just tank the matchup out. Yeah. Now Nami can, you know, effectively use W to poke, use it to, obviously, if she gets the double bounce, it can heal. But it's one of those matchups where if Thresh lands one hook, Nami is going to be turned into sashimi very quickly.
Yeah. And I mean, that is such a good play for I love the Nami pick here. I think they recognize, like, hey, the Lulu isn't working out. Like, I know it's your most picked champion, but something's got to give here. So let's pick up the Nami, and Echo also being locked in for PUP here. I think this is really good. This does give Voodoo Bobby their most played champion here. So a whole lot of comfort being picked up for PUP here. Getting into phase 2. We're banning away the set. We're banning away the Tahm Kench once again. Very annoying top laner. Very annoying top laner.
I feel like your hate for Tahm Kench matches my hate for Irelia, and I love it because I hate both champions equally. I mean, he was a menace. He was a menace.
Yeah. You hate actually the champion I hate more than anything is Fizz. Fizz is the one champion I just loathe beyond everything. Like, if you mention, like, oh yeah, my favorite champion is Fizz, I'm like, okay, I sleep. It's like, okay, like, get out of here. Like, I don't want to hear it.
Delete from friends list. Like, never duo again.
Yeah. Blocked on Discord. Like, hey, how come I never see Shinkari to play League of Legends anymore? I don't know. Could be anything.
Maybe you main Fizz. Who knows? As Kha'Zix. Ooh, I like that. That's a very, very strong jungle pick. It's essentially signaling that, you know, PUP wants to play for himself now, right? Or PUP's jungler wants to play for themselves. I think that if they can get these counter ganks off or can get these isolated 1v1 kills, it just allows, you know, PUP to play, you know, more aggressively. You can pair that up with the Nami, you pair that up with the Ashe, right? Ashe arrow into isolated Kha'Zix damage, you're going to be eating so much, and it matches well into this job. And are we going to see an Annie picked up for UEX? Ooh, Annie's really nice in the mid lane into Assassin specifically because of the E changes that happened a couple patches ago, right? Where she gets move speed and a shield off of it.
Yes.
You can see some Annies even opt to max at second, so they go QEW instead of QWE if they're trying to play for more of that utility and shield based kind of mid lane. But even rank 1 on it, with the AP scaling and what they build, it provides a lot of survivability. It provides a lot of durability as well, and especially being picked up into assassin. If she's just holding her stun, Echo's gonna E in, get stunned, get W'd, and she's just gonna walk out and win the trade. So yeah, good pick on UEX's part.
Yeah, I did really quickly want to mention that another change to Annie that I think is really good is that she can target another champion with that shield. So if Jarvan is going in and is tanking that melee damage, and for Annie, she can throw the shield onto Jarvan, get that little bit of extra damage, give Jarvan just a little bit of extra defenses. But I also wanted to call out this Kennen pickup. Kennen has been a champion that has been like sort of picked into professional play, like not every single time, but still the slicing maelstrom is such a good item, such a good ultimate. And Kennen has so many items that are good on him that he can build basically whatever he wants. And like there's a lot of mythic items that are good on him too. Leandries, you have Essence, not Essence Reaver. What am I thinking of? It's the Scythe. I can't remember what the name is.
For Kennen?
No, well, yeah, Hextech Proto Belt is also good, or Rocket Belt is also good, but it's just the Scythe. I don't remember what it's called. But yeah, you hit someone with the spell and you get a bunch of movement speed for a little bit. It's pretty cool. You throw out the Q, you get the movement speed, you dash in, press R.
The Night Harvester. There we go.
We got there eventually.
Yeah, Night Harvester. Yeah, like you said, Night Harvester is very strong for that burst on the slicing maelstrom. But PUP, they did pick up that Malphite in the end, so they do have a bit of counter engage. Both teams kind of just willing to look like they want to just scrap it out. Both have team fight tools. Both have individual pick tools, right? UEX on that Thresh again, and it just feels like Sivir Thresh is such a safe lane. I don't feel like Kha'Zix is able to gank it that well. You have Spell Shield, you have Lantern, you have Hook, you have Flay, you have so much just tools to allow you to escape ganks and escape that pressure. But the mid 2v2 coming out from UEX is very, very strong. It's deceptive in the way that if they can stun one target and isolate them out, Jarvan Annie has a lot of burst damage. QW, Tibber is level 6. That's pretty much half a champion hitting you consistently with the aura damage, the AoE. And I believe also with the change, if Annie shields someone, I think she also still gets to shield onto herself. So, just that mid 2v2, Echo Kha'Zix might think they have it in the bag, but I think they'll be very surprised if Jarvan Annie look to match them up into that mid 2v2. Top lane is going to be rough for you for PUP here. Malphite into Kennen isn't the best matchup. You kind of just pick that into saying, okay, I'm just going to play for team fights. I'm just going to be Malphite and level 6 ultimate.
Yeah, for sure. Malphite does also, if your team does need damage, AP Malphite does a bunch of damage. It's really cheesy. We've been talking about the cheese all series long. Malphite, AP Malphite is sometimes that cheese that you need.
Yeah,
it's good enough.
It's good enough. It is a lot of burst if you are looking to kind of surprise somebody with the Ludens, with the Void Staff, and just looking to burst somebody out. It is kind of dangerous though, considering that Sivir just has a spell shield and she can just kind of negate your ultimate if she wants to here. I'm fully expecting the tank here. I'm fully expecting like a full tank, walk at you, meat stick Malphite. And on the side of UEX, they don't really have a front line. They have a pseudo front line with Thresh, Jarvan, but we saw in the late game, even when Thresh built like 2-3 tank items, he was still getting melted. He was still getting caught out. UEX playing for that team fight while inside of PUP, they are more versatile, in my opinion, where they can play for picks. They can play team fight if they want to. They have Nami for the engage and disengage instead of that Lulu, who, like I said, is a more reactive champion. Nami is a more proactive. It can play essentially both sides, right? Reactive and proactive, can land bubble, can land wave, can empower your ADCs or even your Echo here, who likes to auto attack with the E. Just a lot of versatility on the side of PUP. Yeah,
and I think the big thing here that I'm loving from the Nami pick is that Nami's Nami received a change, I think, man, last season, I want to say, where her Tide Caller's Blessing now also affects abilities. So your next ability cast will apply Tide Caller's Blessing as well. Will get that slow, that extra bit of damage, which is pretty important, right? If you're trying to use with Echo or even Kha'Zix, right? If Kha'Zix does jump into claws, you really don't have that kind of CC. So being able to get buffed by Nami there, get that little bit of stickiness for those engages for Kha'Zix is really, really big. So huge pickup. I mean, I love Nami. Nami is one of my favorite champions to play. Like, really, really fun champ. I love her interactions. It's just really, really cool to see her being picked here. And I think she's a really good pickup for this team as well.
Yeah, and I feel like the burden of execution is more on the side of PUP here, right? With the Nami, you know, more skill shot based. Ash arrows that we've seen Poro Slayer is more than willing to just throw them things out there, like literally just in mid lane in to get a kill, to get an assist. I mean, he's just willing to point blank it if he wants to. But you know, it feels like the go button on UEX is a lot more straightforward. Requires less communication, even to some extent.
Some extent.
Some extent. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Jarvan EQ into slicing Maelstrom into, you know, an Annie stun. Like all three of these champions can either be the go button or be the follow up, which is really, really nice if you're UEX. While as PUP, like I said, it's Malphite ultimate, and then that's it. Right? If Malphite gets like a nice 3-man, 4-man, but you have to believe UX is going to play around that. You know, they're not going to bunch up. They're not going to, you know, group up in the mid lane, look for random fights. They're going to look for flanks with the cannon. They're going to look for, you know, flash stuns with Annie. They're not going to give PUP time to react. And this is going to be a lot bloodier of a fight, or bloodier of a match than we're expecting, I believe.
Oh yeah, for sure. I also want to reiterate on that point that you said. Their team has 5 initiators on them. Right? Sivir is the initiator AD carry you pick up when Ashe is not there. Thresh is an initiator. Annie is an initiator. All of them can start a fight, right? And all of them have very strong, like 4 out of 5 have very strong AoE CC as well. Like there's so much burst damage on this team. Like I love UEX's team right here. This is so cool. And I love this kind of 5 initiators here. It would be even cooler if Thresh was just like, yo, that locket is like a real good item, but like what if I built the Shirelias and we just went even faster? Like that'd be cool. But I know that's probably not gonna happen.
I'm starting to get the hint that you are a Shirelia's enjoyer. You're a Shirelia's stan. Even I'm starting to get the hint that you will build that on any champion if possible.
Literally,
if there's even the slightest angle. If you're like, okay, well, we should be fast here, and we're gonna build it.
I could go on forever about it, but I don't think we have a whole lot of time.
Yeah, we don't, unfortunately, but we are going to get into the Spectator League, get everybody loaded up. This is Excellency Mid-League Week 4, Game 3 of Unlucky Esports Axolotl versus the powerful Unkillable Poros. We'll be back very, very shortly. Oh. Hello and welcome back, everybody, to the XLNC Mid-League Week 4 matchup. Game 3 of the unlucky Esports Axolotl versus powerful Unkillable Poros. And it wouldn't be a Game 3 between these two teams if there wasn't any cheese. And it looks like we're going to see some unlucky Esports cheese coming out. 5-man invade. Hayden spots him out. 5-point defense coming out from powerful Unkillable Poros. They're getting the vision. And now bot lane trading vision, Poro, Slayer, and Camcom throwing their rewards down, trying to figure out where this Jarvan will start. I expect Hayden and Voodoo Llama to have the shove and have prio, so I fully expect Kha'Zix to start just invading this Jarvan, even level 3.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, once again, Kha'Zix really, really good at 1v1s. Gets that, that passive, gets that passive that gives them that bonus damage against isolated targets. So if he's able to find out that Jarvan in situations where it's just the Jarvan by himself, could be really, really huge. Now, Jarvan has some very good level 1s and level 1s, level 2s, level 3s in that area. So it shouldn't be like, shut and close that the Kha'Zix is going to win. But, it's still going to be a very, very bloody battle with the two of them meet in the jungle.
Yeah, and bot lane looks like they're faking a leash here, if I'm looking at this correctly. They have to know that Kha'Zix started topside. Usually the traditional Kha'Zix clear is that you just do all the solo camps or alone camps so you can get the maximum Q damage. It doesn't look like Hayden's going to be doing that. He's actually going to go for possibly a 5 camp or a full clear topside into level 3 and maybe get his blue buff. But yeah, both these junglers aren't the fastest clears in the game, right? There are better options. They both want to try to get ganks. They both, want to try to get kills onto them. Hayden possibly wanting to get a counter gank in, while as Kuda wants to be the one initiating and getting the CC down for his laners. As I expect this Annie Echo matchup, Annie going Doran's blade here, abusing that range essentially, and just looking to poke Voodoo Llama out.
Yeah, I still think Annie has one of the longest attack ranges in the game. I think nearly tied with Caitlyn is Poro Slayer. That's a good hook flay there, taken incredibly low. Have to use the exhaust, trying to turn around a little bit of damage on a whirlwind here. Takes a little bit of punishment in return, but man, that was a whole lot of summoner spells, cleanse and exhaust used by Camcom and Poro Slayer here in order to survive that early flash or hook flay by Baka Prez.
Yeah, and that's just kind of how the matchup is going to be, right? It's Nami has it level 1, and then 2, 3, 4, Baka Press or Thresh has all the kill pressure ready, as Purple Snail getting a lot of value out of that Doran's blade.
Yeah, once again, to reiterate, Annie has one of the longest auto attack ranges in the game. I don't think it has been nerfed. It's really crazy that she still has it. It's near, I think it's either tied or really close to Caitlyn. It's like it's dumb how long the auto attack range is, right? So when you see, like, if you look at some older professional events where they did level ones, they would always take an Annie with the Doran's blade. That's going to be a dive on an animal here. That's good. He flag and drag combo, but Trusted Dolphin is tanking up the damage from the turret, but are going to walk away with just a measly 27 HP after Jarvan picks up that first blood in the top lane.
And that's kind of what the MO is for Malphite, unfortunately. He gets poked out by Cannon. A very easy dive target. Doesn't have really any tools to stop it, right? He's not a Set. He's not a Gnar who can dance around. He's not, a Camille that can, like, really juggle as...
Ooh.
Hayden.
Yeah, Hayden taken real low there. That wasn't... Man, Thresh and Sivir just kind of, like, sniffed them out for a second. Like, they knew something was up. And they marched their way over there, made Kha'Zix take a whole lot of damage and used the flash as well, because I think his jump was on cooldown.
Yeah, I think he jumped over to get to the camp, right? He jumped over. I think he got the camps in the end. Didn't complete it fully, unfortunately. That's why you see now he's just now at 28 CS, but consolation prize, I guess. You dive my top lane and I get your Krugs. I don't know. Yeah. It's the best one. Trusted Dolphin here and Kuda able to actually get the first blood in the top lane, which is a flip from what it has been. I believe, Animal and Hayden have been doing a really good job of getting, themselves ahead and getting that first blood. So shoes on the other foot in that sense, as Purple Snail has forced the back from Voodoo Llama, and Voodoo Llama doesn't have TP as well. has the Ignite. I don't think he has really that much kill pressure onto Annie. It's just how the champion is designed. Like you said, insane range, beefy. The items she builds allows her to, like, you know, make herself tankier, beefier. It's really hard to kill an Annie unless you have assistance from your jungler.
Yeah. And not to mention, there are times where Annie can just build full damage and just sit outside of vision, flash over a wall, and then immediately take you down as, ooh, Voodoo Llama smelled something coming. The flash tibbers from the Annie here, not going to be as successful as Kuta would like here. So they're going to back away. They're going to pick up some 50 gold for themselves, picking off tibbers there, and they're both going to back away.
Yeah, a flash used for essentially nothing. Ooh, Camcom barely dodges that hook. That would have certainly spelled death, as the summoner spells that were traded are now back up for Poro Slayer and Camcom. Everything is kosher down there, as the flash was actually burned from Whirlwind. I don't recall when that happened, actually. I don't know if that was in that bot lane fight. So she doesn't have that up, but still has spell shield, can stay safe, even if she sees. The thing is, Nami bubble. Oh, Hayden's here for the counter gank.
Yeah, Trusted Dolphin, you might be in a bad spot right here. Is it teleport coming down from Purple Snail as well? The Snail Slicing Maelstrom comes out. Purple Snail is finally here. That's going to be the unstoppable force. They're going to be able to clap down Kuta. Trusted Dolphin's taken incredibly low. Hayden is looking for some sort of thing here, as that's going to be a good cleanse used by Poro Slayer in this bot lane here. Baka Prez not going to be able to follow up on that hook. It's bubbled up. Backs away. 1-for-0 in the top lane.
1-for-0. Animal flying in with his ultimate and picking up the kill. Yeah, the turret aggro was juggled really well from Unlucky Esports. It's just, unfortunately, it just took a bit too much damage, and you know, Hayden and Animal were able to turn as Baka Press.
Yeah, Baka Prez is looking for Voodoo Llama here. He is pretty low on mana, though, but that early electrocute damage definitely doing a whole bunch of damage to the Thresh here, is Whirlwind trying to stay within XP range of that of the wave here, but not really getting an opportunity to do it. Camcom doing a great job of zoning. Thank you. That's it.
Yeah, there we go. We'll get there. We get there eventually, folks. Don't worry. We always do as Camcom. Like you said, that's our tagline.
That's our tagline. Yeah. Shinkari and Poonstar Shibi, we get there eventually, and then it's like a little ding.
It's just, see, again with the carbon dating, I don't think anybody's gonna get, like, most of the audience probably won't get that. But yeah, like you said, our motto, we'll get there eventually. It looks like both of these teams will eventually get to the dragon. It looks like, as Hayden is looking to possibly pick up. Both junglers are in that bottom lane. Both bottom lanes have a lot of CC. Arrow comes out.
Ooh, yeah, that's Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Baka Prez taking incredibly low here. Hayden jumps in. Kuta's here to respond. That's a Cataclysm after the Flay. Camcom is taking incredibly low, but Poro Slayer is outside the Cataclysm doing so much damage, but that's not going to be enough this time. Kuta's going to be able to find the kill on a Hayden, and that's going to be 2 kills in the bot lane. 1 for Kuta, 1 for Whirlwind, and that's a great pickup for the red team.
Oh my!
Oh yeah, that's an unstoppable force. Not even Slicing Maelstrom can save you this time, as Micro Stun underneath the turret is not going to do it. As Poro Slayer getting that slows on the Kuta here, taking below half HP, has to flag and drag away, but it's going to be able to find the kill. Going to pick up that red buff as well. Whirlwind is trapped, trying to turn this into a 1-for-1, but dances around a little too much, and Voodoo Llama is going to be able to pick up that kill. That's a 2-for-0 in the bot lane.
Wow, and a bit of an extended fight, I guess. They were Jarvan and Roller probably just looking to get the shove and push Poro Slayer under. Stayed a little too late, and Voodoo Llama, even without the TP, was able to roam Annie. Unfortunately, couldn't match it. Now she is looking like she's in some trouble.
Yeah,
bubble
she's in some trouble. Yeah, that's a great bubble, too. The stun zone. Oh, the lantern from downtown. The Guardian Shield. Oh, Voodoo Llama finally finds it with throwing out the little bomb there. Oh, my God. I thought for a second Purple Snail was going to hang up.
Ooh. Almost living, a sliver of HP. Unfortunately, Voodoo Llama had the flash, had the Q, was able to just get him by the tip of him, just a tippity tip, as Purple Snail is gonna get a lost chapter and the blasting wand. And yeah, these fights are really extended, and overall gold lead about 1.5k for powerful Unkillable Poros. I've seen them in this situation before. It's their trouble is just closing out these games when they have this big lead, or not big, but they have the lead, right? Using it and pushing it forward, as now they're looking for this dragon, but Baka Press clearing vision. Yeah, I don't think mid lane, I don't think Annie or Jarvan are here. They're just going to give it up.
Yeah.
Animal now winning and actually possibly going for, like you said, the AP Malphite.
Yeah, that's a blasting one and a Hextech a revolver or excuse me, it's like a rotator or something. What is
Alternator.
This?
Close.
Alternator. Close enough. Yeah. We get there eventually.
Hextech alternator.
Kuda comes into the flag and drag on the Animal here. Gonna tank up a turret shot, but doesn't land the knock up here, so not gonna be able to get that good chunk of burst damage on Animal in the top lane
Dolphins
here. But
in
yeah,
kill range. I was just about to say, I told you. No, I was like, Dolphins in kill range here. He could die. Like RQ, Hextech alternator, Comet was up. Oh man. And what was supposed to be an unfortunate matchup for Malphite, getting dived level 4, he's just like, all right, well, I'm just gonna build damage and kill Trust the Dolphin. This is a very scary Malphite 3-1 as a bot lane fight comes in. Hayden. Arrow comes out.
Oh, that's a really good enchanted crystal arrow. Gonna stun up Sivir for an eternity. A great bubble to follow up. Whirlwind is in some trouble. Gonna finally fall. That's going to be Baka Prez falling as well. That's the slicing maelstrom coming down from Trusted Dolphin here. They might have come into this fight just a little too late. Purple Snail comes over the wall. That's a great stun as well, but it's just trickling in one after another. The stuns are good. The damage isn't, and that is a 4-0 in favor of powerful, unkillable Poros.
And like a leaky faucet, you said they trickle in, and that's exactly what powerful and unkillable Poros did. They went in one after another, funneling it. The execution was almost there, right? Yeah. On unlucky Esports Axolotl side. The slicing maelstrom came in, and then he died. And then Purple Snail came with the flash ultimate. If you just layered those both as Baka Press, I don't know if you want to take that hook. That lantern is kind of short.
Ooh, yeah, that's a flag and drag Cataclysm though. Hayden's taking incredibly well, has to fight Kuda inside the dome here. They're looking for a good hook, but it lands onto Echo after they've died. Kuda falls, Baka Prez falls, Whirlwind's in some trouble now, gets out that spell shield, gonna save them from a little bit of slows for just a little bit longer. That's a good jump from Hayden. Buddy. Look at that. Oh, still can't find it, but they might look for the dive. Voodoo Llama's here, does have the ultimate. Yeah, they're in, they're out of there. Voodoo Llama's dominating.
6-0-3. I've seen this man in this position before. I've seen him with, putting the carry pants on, and they have a lot of damage to follow up now. Essentially, what powerful and killable Poro said, okay, Voodoo Llama needs help. All right, they said, aye, Captain, and Animal's building damage. Hayden went a damage jungler, and now the only kind of utility or least amount of damage you have is probably that Ashe going for the more safe build as. Oh my god! Enchanted Crystal Arrow!
Animal 675 wastes no time. Unstoppable Force combo finds the kill on the cannon. Oh my god. Baka Prez finds a good hook, but Voodoo Llama's right there for the punish. Man. It's just every about 80 seconds, I want to say, Animal 675, we go back upstairs and we're just like, hey, what's going on? I'm here. Oh, Kennon's dead? Okay, cool.
all right. Well, daily Cannon check-in, daily check. And he just, and he's kind of been bullied a little bit. I mean, had the attention, the tower dives was in his favor, but then Ashe Arrow, and then Echo came top, and then Hayden came top. And it's like, wait a minute. Guys, this matchup's supposed to be in my favor. Level 8 to level 10. I don't even know what Cannon can do here. He has to, go down to the bottom lane or stick him in a different lane, because I have a feeling that Animal can even win a 1v2. If he lands an ultimate onto both people, I mean, he's going Night Harvester, Fiendish Codex. I mean, so much damage is going to come out as the lane is being frozen from powerful and killable Poros. Camcom and Poro Slayer. Just waiting on it.
Yeah, luckily for Kennen, his build is somewhat defensive. It's not really going to give him an edge against the Malphite, but it will give him... Voodoo Llama. Going to dive immediately onto the Annie here. Going to find a huge chunk of damage. Not even Purple Snail really can't find anything in response here. I was gonna say Kennen's build is still somewhat defensive after this rocket belt. They're gonna be looking for a Zonia's Hourglass, so still being able to be rather defensive and can pick up items like Rylai's Crystal Scepter or even a Banshee's Veil if they're looking to be even more defensive even after that. But Kuta, oh my god, this Voodoo Llama just does so much damage. In case y'all were curious.
If you didn't see it already, that guy does. Yeah, you're in kill range, buddy.
Oh no. The worst thing about laning against oh no, that's Enchanted Crystal Arrow coming out right at the end of that spell shield. Whirlwind's taking incredibly low. Not even the Boomerang Blade can save you this time. Poro Slayer is going to be able to pick up a kill onto Whirlwind in the bot lane, and it's just, oh my god, every time we go to a lane, we're just like, okay, poke damage, all in, you're dead. All right, cool.
Yeah, man. Every lane got killed. It went mid, top, and bottom. You know, kind of continuously. And I'm sorry, folks, I lied. I said game 3 was going to be as close as game 2. A 9,000 gold lead, nearly, for powerful Unkillable Poros. 18-3. And I don't know if this is just unlucky Esports, you know, kind of taking their foot off the gas. They're up 2-0 in the total match score. But I would really love to see them push for that 3-0. I mean, they're not trying necessarily anything new, I would say. I mean, Annie is a lane that, or is a mid-chilling champion that Purple Snail plays. Kennen is played by Just a Dolphin. It's not like these are a new composition. It's not like this is something they don't play. It's just unfortunate, right? It's unfortunate series of events. Voodoo Llama was able to pick up a couple kills here and there. Animal was able to turn the tides on the top lane matchup. And it just feels like the solo laners that we were supposed to see from PUP have showed up in game 3, right? This is what was supposed to happen in game 1 and 2. I had it in our notes offline. I was like, hey, this is a solo lane focused team, and if their jungler plays towards them, they can really carry it. Oh my god!
We didn't even get a chance to talk about Trusted Dolphin. Be like, oh no, they're coming, pressing the Kennen movement speed button, running on all the way towards their turret, and it wasn't enough because Voodoo Llama just does so much damage. They have 18 stacks on a Medjai's right now. They nearly have full stacks on a Medjai. It's 17 minutes into this game.
Yeah, I mean, 9,000 gold lead, gonna be bumping it up to probably 10,000 after this turret is taken here. Yep, 33-23. Rift Herald being taken. Can they get a sub Baron win is now what I'm wondering. Can the powerful Unkillable Poros just kill somebody, kill 2-3 people, get Shelly on, and just charge into the Nexus? We'll see. Not all is lost, I would say, for Unlucky Esports.
The truest early victory is when you're able to get Shelly in the victory screen. Like, honestly, as Voodoo Llama dives onto Whirlwind here, but immediately pops that ultimate the second that Thresh starts to throw out that hook there. So really not going to punish the dive anytime soon. Shelly was used in the top lane, was able to get a charge. So that top inner turret is about 40% HP, I'd say, right now, with some waves pushing in right now and Ash in the top lane.
Yeah, and this is just, you know, Baron waiting game, honestly, for powerful Unkillable Poros. They just have to farm, not give too many shutdowns off to anybody, get the Baron when it pops up. They are so far ahead that they can literally just start it in front of Unlucky Esports, and they'll probably do okay as long as Trusted Dolphin doesn't get like a 5-man slicing Maelstrom or anything crazy like that. As Animal, Purple Snail, you do not want to face check that. Okay, or you do, and you die.
Okay, well, I mean, they're like, oh yeah, I have a ward in the bush. I'll take him by surprise.
Two of the strongest, most fed members on Poro's side was right there. Annie just got deleted. There's no better word. Just deleted. As now, bot lane pressure is coming out, and I mean, it's a Baron waiting game. I mean, there is a world where UEA can possibly come back if they get shutdowns on the right members, if they get like a miracle engage, but it's just 0-6 Kennen, 0-4 Annie, 1-4 Sivir. It is looking rough. Very, very rough.
Yeah. For a quick Medjai's update, we got 22 stacks on the Medjai's for the Echo right now. This is, I don't think he's 9-0-3. And like Medjai's was nerfed recently to make you lose more stacks after you die, or maybe that was just a Dark Seal, but still, like, okay, they might have been able to find Poro Slayer here. That's going to be the lifeline shield coming across, and that's going to be the shutdown going over to Kuta here. Going to be able to pick up that easy kill onto Ash. Just taking those chickens for just a little bit too long. They might have found Echo, or excuse me, Kha'Zix in the mid lane, but doesn't look like they want to dive onto a 2-1-7 Kha'Zix on a team that's up about 9,000 gold anytime soon.
Yeah, Mountain Dragon is coming up. We do have the Mountain Soul, so it's just going to be that much harder for Unlucky Esports to come back. If Mountain Soul gets secured, which it most likely will, trending that way, you know, powerful Unkillable Poros are just going to have, you know, that little extra shield, those resistances, they're going to be that much harder to kill as they're just waiting for Unlucky Esports to face check. And I don't think they're going to face check. They're going to give it. They have to give it. Just take the dragon when it comes up. They're not going to face check. They're not going to try to go for vision. They're looking to farm. They're looking to get some items as mythics are just now coming out on the side of Unlucky Esports 20 minutes in. As we see 2-3 items coming out on the side of powerful Unkillable Poros on a lot of their members. Arrow comes out, Poro Slayer.
Yeah. Oh. No! It's a 1-2 punch. Enchanted Crystal Arrow comes out from Poro Slayer, and that's all they need to do in order to set up for Voodoo Llama to just come in and just get that layup, get that slam dunk, get that easy kill onto Annie. Purple Snail in the mid lane, and now the red team just kind of has complete control over the middle of the map right now. They're just going for Baron.
They have complete control of the game here, Shinkari. I mean, it is just, it's, you don't. Dragons taken. They're not going to face check the Baron. It doesn't matter if their jungler isn't there. They're just so strong. And Malphite ultimate. Ooh. Oh,
yeah. There's the unstoppable force of the wall. It hits Kuta, though, so no immediate deletion. But Voodoo Llama is going to be able to find that on the backside there. Kuta dives on the Poro Slayer XX, but not going to be able to find the kill. Oh, my God. Look at the amount of damage on the Whirlwind. That's a double kill for the Echo. Now, Hayden is just like, hey, I see you're by yourself. Would be a shame if something were to happen to you, as Hayden is going to be able to pick up the kill on the Baka Prez, as now Animal 675 is trying to chase down Annie here. Going to get that movement speed. The Flash going to be able to get away. It's a 4-for-0, and Purple Snail is really looking for some way out of this. Echo, on the other hand, not looking to give you a way out, and they're going to pick up the ace as the red team now marches down the mid lane.
11K gold lead, 26-4. Take the Baron, wrap this game up, boys. It is in the bag for powerful Unkillable Poros. They're padding the stats here, unfortunately. 07. Kennen didn't even get to slicing Maelstrom anybody. He clicked it, and then Voodoo Llama said, yeah, no, never mind. You're not allowed to play the game.
Poof.
Yeah.
He disappeared. Poof. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your Kennen is? Poof. Gone.
Yeah, done. Harry Houdini did the best magician impression I've ever seen. I mean, it literally just made him vanish into thin air. They have the control here. They're maybe looking for one more fight just to, like, not let Kuta steal this Baron. I mean, not that it would really do anything. It would just delay the game slightly. They're probably just looking to bait Unlucky Esports into a fight, take the Baron, as Kuta has to flash. That's one QE. That's one QE.
Yeah, I mean, look, it has got a fully stacked Magi. He's got a Lich Bane. Like he's got everything in the kitchen sink at this point. Like you can't have a better Echo build at this stage of the game. Like, this is insane. Like, no one can touch him. There's not a whole lot of magic resist on the enemy team right now. Like, there's like a decent chunk of armor between the multiple Bramble Vests, but there's not a whole lot of defensives built on that team, because remember, they're all like initiators hoping to burst you down before you even get a chance to respond, right? But the enemy team is the same, right? So it just comes out to who got an earlier lead, and in this case, it was PUP.
Yeah, PUP with 13,000 gold ahead now. Purple Snail, you're caught out, brother. You're dead.
Yeah, that's 1, 2, 3. Voodoo Llama procs that old 3-hit passive. Hayden diving onto Whirlwind here. Going to be flayed away, and Purple Snail is not going to live to see another day.
Yep. They're just going to look to possibly push in, get the inhibitor. They can get Nexus, really. Yeah, Whirlwind's dead, too. Goodbye.
Yeah, Voodoo Llama diving on. That's a good play. Staying alive for just a little bit longer. Whirlwind. Oh, okay, that's not going to happen. Trusted Dolphin here, looking for that last bit of damage. Able to stun up Poro Slayer, but pops the cleanse. Kuta underneath turret, not going to be able to find it. But look at that. Animal is just like, hey, guys, I brought some friends. Y'all want to kill this base? And they're like, cool.
He wasn't even in the fight. He was just chilling, pushing top lane. Has the ultimate up. Come on, Animal. Give me a one shot. Give me a one shot.
Yeah. The whole crowd wants to. Twitch chat wants to see it. Come on, give us a good unstoppable force combo.
Oh, Voodoo Llama's gonna get his...
Oh no! That's 10 stacks lost on your Medjais. Now down to 15. That's gold effectiveness loss. That's inefficient.
Yep, that's 1,000 gold going to the Annie. That's a lot of gold going over. She might have her next item.
Yeah.
As Dragon is coming up in 1 minute. I would have loved to see, powerful Unkillable Poros kind of just play it a little more cleanly, end the game, but they want to pad the stats a little bit more. Night Harvester, Cosmic Drive coming out for this animal in the top lane. This Malphite animal 675 doesn't even have tier 2 boots. It's like, nah, I don't need them. I don't really need tier 2 boots.
Yeah.
I'll go for a Rabadons instead, as Hayden gets his recall canceled with shopping. Didn't even realize Tibbers was there.
Can we talk about the amount of animals in this game? There's a whole lot. There's a dolphin, there's a snail, there is a llama, and also just a person named Animal. And then the teams are Poros, which I assume are animals, and also Axolotl. Whole lot of animals in this game. Oh my god. Speaking of animal.
That before.
Hey, how you doing, bud? That's going to be Nami caught out here. Camcom taking incredibly low. The Enchanted Crystal is going to go just in between the goalposts. But it doesn't look like this matters because Voodoo Llama is just doing so much damage. That's going to be the Cataclysm jumping on the Hayden to try to escape. The EQ combo comes out trying to dive onto Poro Slayer. Not going to be able to find it. They're going to dive onto Purple. Snail. Whirlwind is the only person left. Hayden has that isolation damage. There's the jump. There's the spin. There's the spikes. There's the swipe. That's the double kill. And Animal is just like, hey guys, I'm gonna end the game. Is that okay? Is that okay? Do you guys want to get dragon?
My mom's calling me. Like I gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta go. I want Chipotle real bad.
That's potentially what Animal is thinking right now. It's just a dolphin. Last man standing. Get the slicing maelstrom. Do it for the boys.
Do it for the boys. There's the micro stun, but they're just ignoring. Oh, never mind. Voodoo Llama's going to pad their stats, make sure that they end the game with 25 stacks. They get that 50 gold. They pick up the Nexus, and they end the series 2-1.
2-1. Powerful Unkillable Poros. Ate something fierce. I don't know what happened. It was a different kind of team, and that was the team we were looking to expect. Right? Coming out games 1 and 2, Unlucky Esports. I mean, game 1, Axolotl was able to turn it around, right? Game 2, it was neck and neck, right? It could have gone to either team. This game 3 was just powerful Unkillable Poros just stomping, and in a different world, it's a 2-1 for Unkillable Poros, right? If Voodoo Llama doesn't get hooked in game 2, they have the Dragon Soul, right? They have the Infernal Soul. It's a 2-1. For Unkillable Poros. But unfortunately, Unlucky Esports Axolotl gets the 2-1 over Powerful Unkillable Poros. They were able to not get to 3-0. Would have liked to seen that. Look to bump their position up in the standings right now, as we see, CB Rush, Glacial Mingos, all these other teams, Divine Ascension Emerald. They're kind of at the top of the ladder right now. They're the cream of the crop, if anybody understands that. And Powerful Unkillable Poros don't get 3-0'd. They're able to pick up a kill on the back end. I believe the standings we'll get an update on the standings once all the games have been played. But that was just, there's nothing else to say, right? That was a stomp. That was a annihilation, evisceration, decimation, whatever you want to say, coming out from Powerful Unkillable Poros.
Yeah, I mean, it was just night and day, the difference between game 2 and game 3. And it was almost funny because I was watching a Twitch chat in the middle, and Camcom was like, it's okay, we never lose 3-0. And then immediately I was like, oh, okay, let's see. And then poof, I saw.
Yeah, they came back game 3. But yeah, it's if I were to say anything, I would say that the main thing is that it felt that Powerful Unkillable Poros, like their bot lane looked a little off in game 1 and 2. Like the Ashe was taken away in game 1, so he had to put Poro Slayer on Ezreal. He didn't look too good, right? He was landing mystic shots here and there, was able to get some good ultimates out, but he just didn't look as effective. Game 2 is when you really saw, like, okay, this guy plays Ash. Like, he missed some enchanted crystal arrows here and there, some point blank ones. I mean, everybody has, but he was landing arrows from halfway across the map. Like, he was setting his team up for a lot of success. And the Ash priority, although it works in powerful Unkillable Poro's favor, it's really detrimental because they can't pick up these power picks, right? They can't pick up the Zinzao. They can't pick up, possibly the Thresh that was just so good for Axolotl, Baka Press on games 1 and 2. They weren't able to take away some champions. When they have to pick their own comfort, it leaves you up for a draft disadvantage. And I think that's kind of been the story of powerful Unkillable Poros because, like I said, they're a team that has all the ingredients. They just don't have a chef to cook it. They don't have somebody to bring it all together. And until they do that, until they shore up some of their draft issues, I'm sure they shore up some of their champion pool issues, I think this will just be the story of the Unkillable Poros.
Yeah, for sure. They definitely showed up real well in game 3 and had a whole lot of comfort picked for them, right? We have the Ash, we have the Echo, and Animal coming out of left field with the AP Malphite, right? I was like, oh yeah, it's some cheese, and maybe it'd be funny to see, but I think it might be more consistent to see the tank, and then poof, they were just like, oh hey, cool.
We are actually gonna also go for an interview here. We're going to throw it to a short break while we get the individual on stream, get his audio hooked up and everything, and we're going to be right back for an interview from the winning team, from the team that has the most wins in this series, Unlucky Axolotl. So don't go anywhere. You'd love to see what these guys have to say.